Hi, my name is Molou and I'm here today to tell you how I studied for my DAT exam in 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks. Let's get into it. If you're out there and you have only 2 weeks because simply you're a human being and you have to work full time or you have a family to take care of, you're not alone. If I did it, so can you. The story time. Let's go back to December 2021. So it was 1 week before my final exams and I was trying to figure out if I can study for DAT during the 2 weeks of Christmas break. And I was getting really stressed out, so I texted the DAT Bootcamp community asking them if that's even possible, and a lot of them thought that I'm crazy because many prepare for these exams for like 2 to 3 months, and the idea of studying for it for only 2 weeks just sounded crazy. That shouldn't be discouraging to you guys. If you have to do it in 2 weeks like I did, I'm here to help you out. And considering my background, I'm a second language speaker, I'm an immigrant to Canada, and I have to support my family as well, besides my studying and work. Also, I have recently transferred to a new university and moved to an entirely new city. So it was a lot going on at the time for me, but I managed to do it. So it is totally possible if you want it to be, okay? So that being said, let's get to my schedule. I started studying right after my last final exam on December 21st, and my plan was to study for 11 hours per day and take Sundays off. I had 2 Sundays on my schedule, but I ended up studying for both of them because my parents decided to move to the city that I live right now, and I had to help them with the move. So this is something to keep in mind in case you end up with the same situation. This is nothing to worry or stress about. You can easily make adjustments to your schedule and keep up with all the studying. So for the next bit of details, I'm going to use my cheat sheet here. I studied 4 days worth of material on Ari's schedule in 1 day. Then I studied from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day to get about like 11 hours of pure studying. And what I mean from that is that I recorded the time that I was studying on a timer and excluding all the breaks that I would take during the day. So yeah, that's the pure hours. To give you a better idea, I'll include a rough timeline of my schedule like somewhere in the corner, and I'll take you over the step by step. Just keep in mind that when I say I studied for 3 hours, I mean I studied 3 pure hours, and that would usually take me like about 4 to 5 hours. Starting from the morning, I would wake up every day around 6 a.m. and give myself about like 1 hour to have breakfast, stretch, and just get into the mood of studying because I'm not really a morning person, and that really helped. Around 7 a.m. I would sit down and speed read through my bootcamp high yield biology notes for about 45 to 50 minutes just to get a taste of what that chapter is about and see the bigger picture. Then I would go back and spend another 45 minutes to study the details and memorize whatever I needed from that chapter. That way I didn't need to digest everything like all at once, and I could break down everything to smaller pieces and get through them one by one. Then I would take a 5 to 10 minute break and go back and study a second chapter of biology. After biology, I would study general chemistry from 11 to 12, and I would make sure that I have 4 hours on my timer before I go for my lunch break. That way I knew that I'm on the right track for that day and I'm not wasting time. Then I would take a quick lunch break from 12 to 12:30ish and have a light meal so I wouldn't feel sleepy afterward. And then also I would watch Shark Tank. I wouldn't recommend you guys to watch something really frequently because Shark Tank was all I was thinking during my exam time, and it was very random thoughts like where they say, for that reason I'm out, and then I would just think of that during my exam time, and I found it really distracting. So try to like watch different things and don't stick to like a specific series. So 12:31 to 7 p.m. I would continue studying chemistry, but it was really hard to go back and focus again because remember I had already done 4 hours of studying in the morning, and that includes 2 chapters of biology which are meant to be done over 4 days on our schedule. So I definitely thought that I was doing a lot, but you need to trust the process. After a while it gets easier and you get used to it, okay? Then another point that I need to make here is that the 1 to 7 p.m. would only give me 5 hours of pure studying. That includes the practice questions as well, and I would take a power nap in between just to give myself like a mental break, okay? And then around 7 I would have dinner, and sometimes I would solve some like biology questions as well as a review. The rest of the night varied each day depending on what I was focusing on. So that could be either finishing off something that I didn't get to finish, study for PT, or do math questions. But something that I really regret is that I didn't put enough time for comprehensive readings up till like 2 days before my exam, and I really don't recommend doing that. Okay, that's it for me. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if you would like to know more about my techniques for saving time and even my diet. I wish you the best of luck.